Hello, everybody. It's Elaine here, the Animal Reiki Lady. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you happen to be in the world. Thanks for joining me. Today, we have a reading for the beautiful Penny. The beautiful Penny who came through so clearly. And Penny's human has several questions to ask of Penny. So I'm going to do that as part of the reading today. It's going to be getting those answers for you because the questions are the same from everybody. These are the types of questions I get all the time. And I would love to be able to help you reach some resolution and find some peace and be able to let go of the guilt and the grief. So that's what we do. And for those of you catching this video for the very first time, my name's Elaine. I'm an animal Reiki master, and I help people make healing connections with their animals who have crossed to the other side of life. And I do that through these little readings, sharing a reading for each of your animal companions, as well as from the animal collective, all the animals who have crossed to the other side of life that are now this beautiful collection of souls who want to help us heal. And that's the messages that we share. So today, let's talk about Penny. Penny, so precious. I can actually feel Penny with me. I feel Penny almost sitting on my lap, staring at the laptop, kind of giving me these things to share with you. And then what I do is automatic writing. Most of you know this if you followed my videos before. I wrote down the questions, and I'm going to share actually more intuitive insights as this video goes along when the questions come up. But beautiful Penny, now the very first thing is I did get a sense of cold and shivering. And I don't know where that came from. Don't worry about that. Don't let that worry you that she was a little chilly at the end, but that's what I got the sense. But I think that all of us may experience that change in temperature as our bodies begin to transition. And a funny little taste in my mouth. I had a funny little metallic taste in my mouth as well. But more than anything, I feel her presence with me right now, like saying, "Get on with it, keep going, get going." And I feel her looking up at me and looking back at the laptop and then looking up at me again. So here are the questions that Penny's human would like answered. The first one is, did she suffer? And the answer to that is such an easy one that I don't even have to go to Penny to answer that question. I've learned this from all of the animals that I've worked with over time, and that there is no suffering. There is no suffering. Now, I get a sense when our animals cross, a couple things happen when our animals cross. I get a sense that they transition before their little body catches up with them. Their soul, their spirit, um, it beautifully transitions is the best word for it, crosses to the other side, where there is always somebody waiting for them there, by the way. And I did get a sense of that. I got a sense of a woman, a person, excuse me. Sometimes it's a person, sometimes it's an animal, sometimes it's a whole team of animals, angels, and people. I think most of us have a team on the other side. But I got a sense specifically of a woman who was waiting there for Penny, who was waiting there to scoop Penny up, give her snuggles, give her little belly rubs, turn her upside down in her arms, and give her little belly rubs. So I got a sense that there was no suffering, that Penny recognized that it was her time to go and that it was going to be easy. And I got this message also from Winston. My Winston crossed when I was not present. My Winston crossed on his own terms when I was not home, left me with all kinds of questions. This was several years ago. It was August of 2020. And Winston crossed on his own, and I wondered, did he suffer? Was he lonely? Was he afraid? Did he wonder where I was? Why wasn't I there? And he answered all of those questions for me from the other side, and I'm getting the same sense from Penny, that there was no suffering, that her transition was easy. When she realized exactly how easy it was going to be, she just went. She just left. And sometimes the little body doesn't catch up as soon, but her soul and spirit were already on the other side. There was no suffering. Next question. Was she scared, or did she have to struggle at the end at the time of her crossing? And the answer I got was a little confusion from her. She doesn't remember. She doesn't remember that moment. It's done. The transition was so quick and so seamless and so smooth. She has no memory of being scared. She has no memory of struggling. It was but not only was there a person waiting there for her, but there was no break. Like there was no okay, I'm afraid I'm gonna go, like a lot of times we humans do because we overthink it, and we cling to our little bodies. I just got the sense that she does not even remember the transition. It was just from one smooth moment into the next. So she was not scared, she did not struggle, and she has no memory of that period of time. It's as if she just simply transitioned, and she doesn't even recognize, this is the sense that I'm getting. She doesn't even recognize the difference of not having a physical body because she still feels like she's with you. All of our animal companions are part of our lives forever, from the beginning of time to the end of time, whether or not they're in their physical body. So I know that she's still with you. We'll get to that in a second. So was she scared or did she struggle? The clear answer was no, because she does not remember it. How is she feeling? Okay, so a couple words came through as I asked the question. So how are you feeling, beautiful Penny? Pretty little penny, pretty penny, shiny as a penny, 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 penny. Um, penny, 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 penny. Wait, what's that show, right? Where there's Penny. Anywho, I digress. Light as a feather. Light as a feather is the first word that came through to me. Free, happy, so full of pure positive love. The answer to everything is love. The answer to everything is love. And when they transition to the other side, our beautiful animal companions enter a place of pure, positive, loving energy. They are completely healed. Anything, any little physical things that they had when they were part of their physical body, gone, all gone. They are free, happy, and so full of love. And then I got this, the boot scoot. I don't know what if that means anything to you. I just got the sense that she did a boot scoot. Did she used to do a boot scoot? Like you know how dogs will sometimes do that with their little tushy on the rug. Anyway, I got a boot scoot and a boot scoot boogie, and she's ready to boogie. She's so happy and energy, so full of energy, as if she was a little puppy again. Okay, next question was, has Penny been sending me signs? So I'll give you my answer to that and also Penny's answer to that. The answer is our animal companions are always sending us signs. Why? Because they want us to know that we are still connected. And that's part of the message that's going to come in from the collective in just a few seconds. They want us to know. And so they will send us signs from the second they cross. I tell all of my private clients to look for that sign immediately, as soon as the transition happens, even if the tears are flowing and the emotion is so strong and you're feeling so raw and vulnerable, that's when they actually can get through. Let those tears flow, even if it's been years since your animal companion has crossed. Allow yourself to feel the emotion, because then they use that as like a little opening through the door. So they are always sending signs. Signs are the language that we both signs are a language that everyone speaks on the other side and this side. The easiest way for them to get through to us is through signs. So look for feathers, coins. I've used these examples before, repeating numbers, songs, smells, sounds. I always share the example of Jack, who would drink from the toilet. And when I woke up, I was in that like awake asleep spot after the day after he crossed. And I heard him drinking from the toilet and didn't register right away that he wasn't with me physically, until I heard that drinking from the toilet. And I said out loud, Jack, you have to drink from the toilet. And then it's like, Jack, you're drinking from the toilet. So look for those kinds of signs. That's the kinds of signs that they're sending. Feathers, formations in the clouds, a breeze at an odd time, a change in temperature, all of those things can be signs. Um, okay, so what did Penny say about the signs? Yes, Penny says, breathing in your face. Hopefully that means something to you. Breathing in your face is exactly what came through. And did she have bad breath? Because I got a sense that she's breathing bad breath into your face to get your attention. So have you smelled her breath in your face? That's the sign I got that she sent you. Otherwise, you may ask for a sign, and this is a message for everyone. All you need to do is ask and be willing and open to receive. Let go of your disbelief. Let go of your doubts. Be willing and open to receive. Ask them to show you. I'll use one of the most recent examples was for Boo. Boo recently crossed, and right before Boo crossed, I suggested to Boo's human companion to immediately look for the sign. And Boo's human companion came back to me and said there was nothing. I didn't get anything. I was waiting for that sign right away and I didn't see it. And and I said, it's okay. It's okay. If you missed a sign, they're not going to stop going, "Ah, forget it. She's never going to see me." Doesn't happen. They're going to keep on sending the signs. So I suggested to Boo's Human just to ask for a sign and know that it was going to come immediately. Ask and you shall receive. And right then there was Boo's mama reached out to me for almost right away to say there was a shooting star, not just a shooting star. It was so long and so big and so obvious in the sky that Boo's Human knew it was from her. So ask for a sign. If you want Penny to give you another sign, just ask for it and be willing and open to receive. And I love to write this stuff down. So I write everything down. That's what I do. I write. So ask for that sign, write it down so that the next time you're feeling any doubts, you can go back to your little journal or go back to your little piece of paper. I have scraps of paper everywhere with all the things. Animals never stop talking to me. It's like 24/7. And so I always have to write down what it is that they're sharing with me on a different topic. I mean, sometimes right before bed, I'll be like, okay, can I just have like a full solid night's sleep? Anywho, different subject. So ask for the sign and you shall receive. Then the last question, probably the one that comes up for everyone the most. Does my pet resent that I wasn't more observant, empathic, accommodating, understanding during her decline of health? And you do not need to worry about that at all. When our animals cross to heaven, and this is the same for people too, guys. When our animal companions cross to heaven, they don't take with the only thing they take with them is love. They take with them all their love, all the love that they ever felt with us, all the beautiful, wonderful relationship that they had with us. That's what they take with them. They don't carry resentment. They don't hold grudges. They don't hold us accountable for things we did or didn't do. It's not there. It's gone. There are no negative, I don't like the word negative, but there are no denser emotions like that on the other side. They don't sit in judgment of us on the other side. They still love us. I love to tell this example of a story, example of a, it's not a story, but whatever. Um, if you were to put a doggy you were to put him in a closet and close the door and leave him there for half an hour. If you were to do that with your spouse or a child, um, anybody, you close them in a closet and you leave them there and then you open the door, they're going to be spitting mad and they're going to be like, what the heck? Dogs, you put them in a closet, you close the door, even if it's 10 seconds later, you open the door and they're kissing your face. They are just so happy to see you and they don't carry resentment. It's not even in their scope of possibility for them to carry that resentment. Even when it comes to ailing, even when it comes to illness, injury, what we did or didn't do for them, whether we chose to have um, assist their crossing. So the word euthanasia, whether we chose to assist with their crossing, whether they crossed on their own, whether we question ourselves, should I have done it sooner? Should I have not let them suffer? Um, Perhaps I should have not assisted, so just the opposite, and let them cross on their own terms. It's all okay. We do the best with what we have at that moment in time. We did the best we possibly could with love in our heart. If we needed them to stay with us, they stayed with us. If we felt that their pain was too great, like Lucy, who I did, so I've been there, you guys. That's why I share these messages. Lucy assisted because there came a time I wanted her to stay. I wanted her to stay for as long as I live. We all want our animals to stay with us. And there's reasons why their lives are so much shorter than ours. They live their life one day for 1 week for us is a day for them, that kind of thing. We want them to be with us forever. But Lucy, I assisted. I saw her pain. I saw the pain in her eyes. I saw her struggle. I saw her lose bodily control of all her functions, the look on her face that told me it was time to help her. And so I did. Winston crossed on his own terms. And within a week of Lucy, he crossed on his own terms. So I understand exactly all of these things. Should I have done this? Should I have done? We could should ourselves to death. None of that matters. let it go, release all those things that you're carrying, that burden that you have placed on your own shoulders, let it go. Ask them to take it from you. They'll take it. They'll take it because in heaven it's only beautiful. Let all of those emotions go. Long answer, long answer to a short question. There was no resentment. There is no resentment. You did the best you could with that moment in time for you made the best decision possible. And when it was Penny's time, Penny chose to go. And that's all. It's that easy for them. Okay, so what else do we want to share? They want us to heal. And how to best put this? It's almost as if they're using my voice to help us heal. I am a regular person, just like you guys. I'm just a regular person. I'm not a celebrity of any kind. I don't have, like, I'm not a best-selling author. I don't, none of that. In fact, I'm a corporate dropout. When I realized I spent all my life in corporate, I like climbed the corporate ladder. I have kids. I have grandkids. All, I have bills. I have all the same, I have all the same stressors as everybody else in this world, except that I have accepted that animals have realized that they can come through me and speak through my voice. And so I love to share this message. I love to share all these things that they want people to heal. They want us to overcome our fear of death and dying. They want us to overcome our fear of the actual dying process. They want us to recognize that this is all one beautiful experience and it's all okay. We don't get stuck between worlds. We don't get sent to hell. All of that, it's all made up in our heads. We transition into places of beautiful peace and they will be there waiting for us. They're right by our sides now. They were by our sides before. They will be by our side forever. And I know this is the last piece of this, and then I'll stop. I know that I am still connected to my animal companions, to my Lucy, going back to Peanuts, my childhood dog. I feel them all. And when I opened myself to the possibility that I was still connected to them, and when they started to show me all the ways in which we are still connected, the sense of loss disappeared. The sense of loss disappeared, the sense of guilt, questioning, doubt, um, grief. Seriously, I still cry because I miss their little physical bodies. I miss snuggling my face into Jack's. He had his mane. He was a yellow lab in this mane that went all around his neck. I miss all of that physical component, but I don't feel the loss anymore. I don't feel the grief because I allowed myself to heal and I trusted. I trust, huge word. I trust that they are still with me. I trust that they will always show me that they are still with me. And I trust that they will be there when it comes my time to cross. And I trust that they love me and I trust my love in them and that they have, last thing just coming through, that they have access to knowledge and information that I do not. And this is all animals, not just my companions, that the animal collective, all of these beautiful souls that I've had the chance to connect with over time, have access to this beautiful knowledge and they want us to know this and so they share this knowledge with me. I don't know anything different than you guys. They share this information with me and let it flow to you so that we can have better lives and be feel their connection, have better lives, know that we're loved, and heal and heal. And that's our simple message for today, guys. Thank you so much for sharing this time with me. Thank you so much for sharing your animal companions with me. And more than anything, I express gratitude to all of the beautiful animals in this world and on the other side who who just help us and guide us and be with us and love us unconditionally. Okay, my friends, have a beautiful morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you happen to be. Take care and may animals light your way.